Characters usually hide their identity because they want to live normal lives, or maybe they don't want the people close to them getting hurt because of their power. The thrill of seeing how well these characters keep their powers a secret while also maintaining a double life can be very enticing for us readers. These characters act as if they are not remarkable before unleashing their true power and shocking everyone with their incredible abilities. So today I will be recommending you all top 10 manhwa and manhwa where the main character hides his true power or identity. So let's start a list.
But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Fuck your lies, I'll do what I want.
Coming at number 10, we have Swords Curse. Sun Lang was the strongest swordsman who was cursed to be lonely for all of his life. If he touched any woman between the age of 8 to 80, they would instantly fall in love with him. However, he swears to break this curse and regain his long-desired ordinary life. Both the art and the story of this manhwa is average. The main character is overpowered right from the start and defeats all of his enemies very easily. He's kind-hearted and helps the people around him that are in danger. The side characters are not written nicely and most of them are quite annoying. So you can try it out if you have nothing else to read. Coming at number 9, we have Super Gene. After the invasion of beasts all over the world, humans began to gain genes from devouring the flesh of beasts and started going through genetic evolution. The protagonist Hansen was a newbie who had just entered the sanctuary. But due to an accident, he became the enemy of the sanctuary's commander and got treated like a loser by everyone. However, little did anyone know that he was actually the owner of a god's blood level gene that was desired by everyone. The art of this manhwa is good and its story is also decent. The main character is strong right from the start and grows even stronger as the story goes on. He is both smart and cunning and takes advantage of every single opportunity that comes his way. Coming at number 8, we have My Civil Servant Life Reborn in the Strange World. Just after his acceptance as a civil servant, the main character gets hit by a truck and loses his life. Later, he gets reincarnated in a different world as the son of the legendary battle race chief. However, due to being regularly subjected to the Spartan-style training of his monstrous father, he lived an inhumane life by hunting monsters every single day. So, after growing older, he decides to run away from his hometown in order to live his life peacefully by becoming the civil servant of the empire. The story of this manhwa is average, but its art is quite good. The main character is super strong from the start and defeats most of his opponents without any problem. He keeps a low profile in order to live a peaceful life and shows his power only when it's really necessary. However, the side characters are not well written, so try it out if you have nothing else to read. Coming at number 7, we have The Lazy Swordsmaster. Baek Jinwoo was a warrior who was chosen by the Holy Sword regardless of his will for the sake of mankind. After defeating the strongest monster of the last gate, he kills himself in order to relieve the burden of being a warrior and a master of the Holy Sword. But rather than dying, he gets reincarnated in another world as the youngest son of a swordsmaster. However, this time he decides to live a peaceful life without holding a sword ever again. Both the art and the story of this manhwa is good. The main character is super strong right from the start but decides to hide his power in order to live a peaceful life. He's also very ruthless and kills all the people that hurt him or the people close to him. The side characters are also very supportive and they help the main character with everything they have. Coming at number 6, we have Your Smile is a Trap. Kyu was an idol who had lived his whole life being adored by everyone because of his good looks. But he dreamt of living an ordinary high school life, so he puts on glasses to blend in with others and finds out that it is very hard to make friends. And to make things worse, his new seatmate had a permanent scowl on her face and his fans had tracked him down at his new school. This is a very wholesome manhwa with good art and an even better storyline. The main character hides his identity in order to live peaceful high school life. The side characters are written nicely and some of them go through character development alongside the main character. So if you like romance manhwa, then this one definitely won't disappoint you. Coming at number 5, we have Killer Stall. Chu was a killer who had killed many people under the order of his boss, but after meeting the love of his life, he decides to quit his life as a killer and live an honest life. However, in order to do that, he had to kill his boss and all his subordinates, including his boss's son, who was still a little kid. After dealing with them, he transfers to Korea and opens a small food stall in order to live his long-desired peaceful life. But Little did he know that his boss's son was still alive and was planning to take revenge against him. The art of this manhwa might be average, but its story is really good. The main character is strong from the start and defeats most of his enemies quite easily. He's also smart and plans properly before doing anything. The action scenes of this manhwa are also quite good, so make sure to give it a try. Coming at number 4, we have Egret. Egret was a great sage that knew how to use all 4 elements. Due to his monstrous talent, no one ever became his friend and he spent all of his life alone. But due to his kindness, all the elemental spirits who would never come in contact with normal people became his friends. After dying due to old age, Egret mysteriously wakes up in the body of Prince Judas, and now he decides to live his life by becoming friends with both people and spirits. Both the art and the story of this manhwa is good. He's overpowered but doesn't use his powers and decides to live a peaceful life. So, if you are looking for wholesome manhwa with very less action scenes, then you can check this one out. Coming at number 3, we have Is the Demon King a Healer? The main character was a healer who was looked down on by all of his teammates and was beaten even if he didn't do anything wrong. He endured everything, but after losing his only friend, he goes on a rage and researches about support magic for the next few years. After completing his research, he reaches the peak of support magic and becomes a demon king in order to take revenge on the people who killed his friend. The art of this manhwa is good and its story is just amazing. The main character is very weak at the start but becomes super strong later in the story. He's also smart and poses as a normal person whenever necessary in order to achieve his goals. The side characters are well written and the fight scenes of this manhwa are also quite good, so make sure to give it a read. Coming at number 2, we have Storm In. Zhang Qiren spent most of his life fighting in the war, and due to his overwhelming strength, he eventually receives the name Crimson Demon of the Battlefield. Later, following the last advice of his army general, he decides to live a normal life and become an innkeeper. But living a normal life might not be easy as he initially thought it to be. Both the art and the story of this manhwa is really good. The main character is overpowered right from the start, but he hides his power and tries to live a normal life. The side characters are also remarkable and help the main character run his inn. There are also quite a few comedy scenes which make this manhwa even more entertaining. Coming at number 1, we have Return of the Manhua sect. Chungmyung was the 13th disciple of the Manhua sect and one of the 3 great swordsmen who wakes up in the body of a child 100 years after his bloody battle with the leader of the demonic cult Chunma. However, he gets shocked to find out that his Manhua sect had now become a mere third-rate sect. Now Chungmyung must do everything in his power in order to restore Manhua to its former glory. Both the art and the story of this manhwa is really good. The main character uses his previous life's knowledge and experience to become strong quickly. He's also smart and makes full use of the opportunity that arises in front of him. And although the pacing of the story is a bit slow, this manhwa definitely won't disappoint you. That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one.